Oh, fucking hell, cunt, bro. Oh my god, bro. Alright, trust me, you think you're fucking angry, bro? I'm fucking... Ever since I was a little kid, bro, I've had this fucking... Oh my god, man, this fucking internet, bro. Ever since I was a little kid, bro, it's always just fucking this shit fucking internet. I'm telling you, there's nothing that annoys me more in this world, like this fucking internet, bro. Oh. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Let's continue. Before this internet dies again, let's continue. Alright, so we had this 3.75 obviously targeting at the week high over here, right? 15-minute week high. So all protected lows are being respected until this one over here. So we get this structure break, we get this structure break, and then we have this. And what does it look like to you guys? Just a regular failed break of structure because we confirmed off of here, right? Now there wasn't really anything valid over here, right? I mean, you could have taken a continuation. But we have this failed break of structure set up over here, right? So we're still respecting our previous protected low over here. And there's two ways you can do it. There's no right or wrong. You can do it with the internal structure over here, but we're just using the external one over here as our recent structure break. Then we have this potential order flow shift, but then we respect our original structure. So that gives us the failed break of structure setup. So we end up taking that. 4 pip stop loss over here. And this one is the... So we have this one, and then we have this one over here. So we have another continuation, and we can target the week high over here to the left, or we can just target the zone. So if you just want to target the zone and you want to be conservative, that's also fine. That can be a 2 risk to reward there, stack that on. So we're just being conservative with this one. And obviously we continue up higher. There is a zone here for a potential continuation, but price never confirms off of it, right? So if we stretch this across, price never confirms off of it. And we continue down lower, right? However, we respect this internal protected low and we get a second failed break of structure over here. So we have the trend line liquidity all built up over here. Our internal protected low over here. Price has the structure break, one structure break, and the second structure break, which is the failed break structure. And we respect our original protected low. So because we respect that original protected low, we can end up taking it. And we can see that order flow is still staying bullish over here, right? And now if you want, because order flow clearly doesn't want to shift bearish and we're still continuing up higher, we can look to target the week high. Since the lower time frame doesn't want to shift bearish, right? So we end up taking that and we continue up higher, pushing up higher once again, and then we get another setup just by following order flow, right? Just from using continuations. Now this, a lot of you will probably get tripped up here, yeah? So we see this as an internal protected low. Some of you might consider this a breaker structure. Have a look on the 3 minutes, not a breaker structure. Also, we need a full body close below, right? I would prefer to see a full body close below. If I'm on the fence about this one, obviously I'm going to be checking the 3 minute time frame. So end up taking that internal breaker structure, internal protected low. Price respects our internal protected low over here, right? So sometimes we don't need a zone. Sometimes price will just come, sweep the protected low and close above. And it did on the 3 minute. Now, if you want to be conservative here because you're thinking we're high up in the leg, that's fine. Target up here for a 2 2.8, right? Target the week high over here for a 2.8. If you're feeling like we're getting high in the leg, you want to look for reversals. Don't get in that toxic mindset where you have to predict. Just react to what price is doing and just be a little bit more conservative if you're feeling a little bit more scared, right? So we end up taking that up to the week high. And then we get this structure break over here. But on the 3 minute, if you have a look on the 3 minute. Not a full body close above, so not really my ideal structure break over here. I'll probably wait since we are high up in the leg as well. But even if you did consider that to be a structure break over here and you did try to take it, let's just say that you tried to take it, right? Demand POY over here. Drag that across. Confirmation, inducement. Let's prepare for the worst case scenario. So then we end up taking this. And the worst case scenario, we take a loss, right? Let's say we're going to target up here. We take a loss over here, and now we continue down lower, right? So on the 15 minute, this is where we're at. Obviously, we're over here. Now price is having a pullback. So price has its pullback. There's no 15-minute zone over here. So normally we'd look for the 15-minute zone. There's not really anything that's valid. Looks like it comes off in balance, yeah? So there's not really a possibility for us to take a continuation, but there is an order flow shift once again, yeah? So now we have this structure break. Then we get another structure break over here. And what does that look like to you guys? It looks like failed break structure, yeah? So obviously we have the inducement there. We have the 3 minute demand over here engulfing POY. And then from there we have our protected low, which has been respected the whole time. Makes for a valid setup. However, this is during news, so probably not gonna come up here and count this one, but obviously the setup forms there, but because it comes during news, not really an ideal setup to count, right? So we won't count this one. So from here, price fails to take the high, and now we're working with a weak low. So at this point, price fails to put in a new high over here, fails to take the high. Now there's a weak low. Now price continues down lower. So price pushes down lower. Any valid entry models for us? Not really. Price just continues to head down lower and doesn't really give us anything valid. Obviously we take the week low over here, and now we're starting to have a pullback. So now we're getting that order flow shift where we're starting to get new highs, starting to respect demand and push up higher. And now we're pushing up higher once again, heading into Saturday morning. New highs being put in, new highs being put in. And there's one potential setup over here that we could have taken for a continuation, but you have to take into consideration what the 15 minutes is giving you. Obviously, we ended up taking out this week low as well. And another thing to point out, price ended up respecting a protected low over here. So once again, price respected a protected low on the 15 minute. Didn't give us any setups on here except for this one, which would have resulted in a loss. So if you go to take this and you try to target up here, actually no, price is still in that with a 4 pip. So that's just targeting up here, 1 to 2, that's still going. However, there was one more setup. So if you guys can see, this chart's a little bit messy because we've been annotating it for so long, but there's another 15-minute setup over here. So let me just do this so you guys can see it. 15-minute breaker structure over here. And if you want to count it as a failed breaker structure, you can from up here. Bottom line is price is respecting this protected low. This low created new structure. It's protected structure. We wicked below. We did not close below. So that gives us a setup from this down from 65180. So there's a setup over here, and we can look to target potentially at the 15-minute supply over here. So from 65180, from over here, because we respected that protected low, there's a valid 15-minute setup for us. And we can look to target over here, 65400 for 5.4 at the 15-minute supply. Drag that across, and we add that on, and then we have one pending order over here. So to break it down, with this eventful masterclass with the fucking internet dropping out, I apologize again for this stupid internet. I'm gonna fucking complain to Telstra about this dog shit. One pending trade over here, 5.35 on the Friday. We're not going to count this one because this came during news. -1 over here, plus 2.8, plus 5, plus 2, plus 3.75, just by following continuations. Nothing special, just by following continuations. And of course there's going to be losses, there's going to be wins. I'm trying to keep it as realistic as possible. Plus 4.38, and then coming back over here, plus 3.9, plus 5.23 for 31.1. And that was it. So in a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In a total of 10 potential trades, there's a total of 31.41 risk to reward. And price was a little bit sideways here, right? We've come back to protected lows multiple times. We've come back to the protected low over here. We came back into a protected low over here as well. That's why it's important to also keep into consideration your 15-minute structure, because price abused it 2 times over here on these levels, right? And in total, gave us 31.41 risk to reward just from Thursday and Friday, including losses. Including losses, not trading news. Not trading news, there's 31.41 risk to reward available for us just from following the entry model on the 1 minute and 3 minute, as well as the 15 minute when it's appropriate. You guys know what I mean, right? When we're following lower time frame order flow, like for example over here, yeah, lower time frame continuations over here, that's cool. That's cool. But then we have that 15-minute pullback, right? And now we're getting our correction. Having that 15-minute protected low marked out will save you. Isn't that a full body? Where at? Do you always use 4 pip stop loss? Yeah, always use a 4 pip stop loss. What's going on, Toby? Thank you, Wrench. Can you show us how to set up a break even? How to set break even from the setup you showed us? In terms of break evens on all the setups, this one, as soon as you make the first structure break over here, this one you wouldn't have gotten a chance. This one, as soon as we take out a high, so we had this high over here, pull back, structure break over here, that's when I moved to break even. With this one, same concept. We have this high put in, come back up higher, new structure break, that's when we move to break even. Over here, probably at this high over here, this internal high, move it to break even. Over here, same gist. At this structure break over here, move to break even. Over here, first structure break, move to break even. So every single setup here is a first structure break, and 0 of them come back because you have the bias right, you have the direction right. So if you have the direction right and you have the bias right, price shouldn't really come back to your break even. That's why when price usually comes back to my break even, it usually just goes back the other way, and I just leave it. But structure break, price doesn't come back, and we just keep moving. Does that make sense, chat, to break down Thursday and Friday for you guys? Coming off 15-minute protected lows, taking advantage of the lower time frame, targeting weak highs and weak lows, because there was a lot of weak highs and weak lows that formed, right? Weak high formed over here on the lower time frame because we had that lower time frame order flow shift. Weak low over here because I failed to put in a new high. And now, heading into next week, we have this potential weak high, right? Because this failed to put in a new low, failed to take this low over here, technically. So 31.41 risk to reward, chat. In all of this price action. All of this price action over here. Actually, I don't think I added this one. 2.4. So 33.81. Does order flow only shift when an internal protected low and internal protected high gets taken out? Yep. That's the general basis of it. Is, for example, instead of getting new highs and respecting demand, like this, instead of getting new highs and respecting demand, we get new lows and we start respecting supply. That's technically the order flow shift. But we always take into consideration strong structure, because obviously price can react off of there. Do you look for shorts or nah? I do, but this is because the 15 minute is bullish, yeah? 15 minute is bullish, most of the opportunities are going to be in longs. That's why most of these opportunities here have been longs. Because I'm following order flow, my bias is bullish. So that's why most of the trades here have been for longs, right? On the Thursday and the Friday. But regardless, chat, 2 days of price action gives you 33.81 risk to reward if you're just trading the Thursday and the Friday. So that's something to keep into consideration. All right. I already know next week's NFP week, so we got NFP on Friday next week, so that's something to also be aware of. We'll jump straight into the alerts and then we'll wrap it up because we're going a bit over time. But hopefully, you boys fucking learnt something today at least, apart from the shitty internet. 33.81 risk to reward, including losses in 2 days of price action. All right. Thank you, Mika. Appreciate it, bro. So 15 minute potential weak high over here that has not been run. So probably have an alert just below here. Maybe on the 3 minute I'll have my alert set up actually, because there is bullish 3 minute structure here. Protected low being respected, so I think we'll have the alert down below here, and if order flow continues bullish, we'll get that new high, have an alert set up over here for price to head up higher. And also on the DXY, speaking of, is the premium going up? Not for people in here. If you're subscribed on your current plan, then it's not going to change. So it's not applicable to you guys unless you resub. All right. In terms of the DXY, looks bullish to me now, so also something to keep in consideration. So I think just one alert over here, one at the low. If structure shifts bearish over here, or if it continues bullish, either way, happy to play either result. Yellow next week. This week we got 3 funded. 3 funders done this week. Rohan got a funder done again. William got a funder done again, and there was a new one as well. I forgot who. But someone else got their funder done this week as well. Quick question. On Friday we tapped into the 4 hours daily supply. Would you consider that? Okay. 4 hour daily supply. Fucking DXY. Yeah, DXY is looking bullish, to be honest. So if it continues up higher, then we'll take advantage of it. With DXY, there's still this gap over here that I have marked out. Has not been filled yet. It's been partially filled, but possible target for DXY to head up towards. But chat, we'll wrap it up. Sorry for going overtime, and sorry for the fucking live dropping out as well. But hopefully you boys fucking learned how to fucking take care of the price action here on AUD USD. Didn't tap into anything on the 4 hour. Oh, you're talking about this one over here. Yeah, no, that's actually something to consider, definitely, because it failed to close above. So price could definitely head down lower. That's a good spot. Thank you, Jose. Good spot over here. So price did fail to put in a new high over here. This is an internal protected high because it put in a new low over here. So maybe shorts next week, chat. DXY is aligned to head up higher, so I wouldn't mind that. Something to keep into consideration. Fucking long day. Alright, chat. We'll wrap it up. Made sense. Like, honestly, it was pretty fucking disgusting, this price action. I'm not gonna lie. The amount of fucking full retracements we had into protected lows. Once, twice, 3 times into a protected low of structure. Like, it wasn't easy for anyone to trade if you were trading Thursday and Friday, but hopefully you guys understood and, you know, made sense of it. I'll catch you boys on Wednesday. We've got two winning streaks, 2 weeks of winning streaks from the Wednesday, so hopefully it can be a third. So I'll catch you boys on the Wednesday. See you boys in the chat later tonight and also tomorrow. And I'll catch you boys in the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap, bro. I'm scrapping them, bro. I'm gonna get Starlink or some shit. I'm gonna fucking make a formal complaint, bro, to this bullshit, bro. Paying all this money for what? Thanks, Kenny. Thanks, Flacco. Thanks, Digger. Thanks, Wrench. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Kylo. Get some sleep, bro. Thank you, Presence. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Matthew. Thanks, Hassan. Alright, boys. Catch you boys in the next one. 33.81 risk to reward in 2 days of price action. So hopefully you can add something into your notes from here.